He's worthy of it all. And I'm going to ask you to do something for me. Never ask you for anything, but I'm going to ask you to do something, and it's not even for me, it's for you. I want you to get your public thank you ready. I told you this a while ago, and I don't know if you heard me, but right now is the time. I need you to hear me right now, in season. This is an in season, right now word. I need you to get it ready. Are you camera shy? Don't care. You're afraid to type something out? Don't care. You're afraid to write it down? You're afraid to tell somebody? I don't care, because I love you, and I gotta love you past your comfort right now, and I need you to go and get your public thank you ready. God is not man that he should lie, and I don't want God to find you without a thank you when he comes around with the blessing that he has for you. The Bible says that the storehouse can be so full that it spills over. Do you want that? That your cup runneth over. Do you want that? Do you want the kind of close with God that you see and you look at and you think, I don't know how in the world to get there, but I would love to find out. This is how you get there. The thank you before the fact. You could be like everybody else. You could thank God when it comes through, when you get the family, when you get the marriage, when it looks the way you think it ought to look, when you get healed, when you're able to be a lender and not a borrower, when you're able to do all those things. You could do that, but then you would be like everybody else. Don't be caught being the man with the spear in the side to Jesus on the cross, and then he realized you are the Messiah. Don't be that person. I know that you know that he is. But don't be the one that's like, God, you might do it, or God, you might. Even if you got to do it through grit and tears and sweat, you get your public thank you ready. Do you hear me? This is not even a warning. I don't know what to call it. It's I need you to hear me. Get your public thank you ready. Listen, I can tell you right now prophetically, I know it's coming, but I can't tell you what it is because I don't even know in my own life. I just know that God is going to do something and it is not going to look the way that you think it is. The promised land was scary when they first entered it. I know it looks scary, baby. I know it is. But you need to thank him now because you are standing in it. Remember when Joshua and Caleb went in to check and see that the land really was the promised land and it really was good? Well, these two young, brave warriors come back and they tell an old Moses and a bunch of older folks that, yeah, it's great, it's good, it's exactly what God said. It is the promised land. There's giants and stuff, and that's all that they heard. Then it can't be the promised land. We can't take them. Then it can be. We can't do that right now. No, yes, you can. Joshua and Caleb were ready. They had their thank you then. They had a praise in their mouth. They were like, my God, this is the land you promised us. My God, they didn't even see the giants. They didn't see the problems. They didn't see the conflict. They didn't see the issue, even though there was issues everywhere. They saw that you go and you possess the land that I will tell you to possess. You're going to go do that. There was no infinite instruction. It was command, 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 problem, command. Problem, command, simple commands. You follow those simple commands and you will find yourself happy in that promised land one day, but right now it is uncomfortable, so get your thank you ready now. You are not in the depression right now. You're not in the anxiety that you think you are right now. You are not in the space that you think you are right now. And yes, maybe we deal with those things in the physical. I'm not denying those things, but I'm saying right now spiritually, the enemy wants you to think that you are not in the promised land when you are. Look at those trees. They are thick with fruit you've never seen. Look to the east, and I want you to see the honey dripping off of the comb. And I don't want you to think about the bees right now. You don't got to worry about them. That's not your problem. The bees are God's problem. The giants are God's problem. How are you going to climb that tree to get that fruit? God's problem. Your only problem right now is you have not said thank you yet. I need you to do me a favor, and that's all I'm asking of you. Go put up your public thank you. Tell God thank you now. I don't know what it looks like, God, but thank you so much for who you are. If you never did anything else, that would be just fine, but that is not who you are. So I thank you now. I praise you now. You're worthy of it now. And do me a favor, tag me in it. I want to watch God do what he's going to do because I'm going to be prophetically nosy. I want to know what God is doing. I want to see him move. I want to see the glory of God. Let me see it through you. Would you do that for me? Look at all that confirmation. Thank you. And thank you.